No? Hello, my name is Victor Kislyi. I'm the CEO of wargaming.net, and we make World of Tanks. So for many years, like 10, 11 years, we had been making strategy games. Ironically, 13 of those, like turn-based, real-time strategy, a little bit of RPG, but those were all box products, like retail, single player with limited multiplayer options. We decided to make an MMO. Good news for us was that there were BigWorld guys around with their engine, MMO engine. So we talked, we liked each other, we licensed the BigWorld technology, and it worked pretty well for us. We were able to prototype fast, so we had been making tanks before in many of our games. Why not making an MMO about tanks? So that's how the idea came to existence. Well, of course, World of Tanks would not be possible, or it would see the world a couple of years later. It would not get together with the BigWorld guys. So their technology, solid, very well tested upon millions of users from other countries, because they have like many games running on BigWorld. So we used all of that within our license. We did not believe them when they told we're going to ship our engineers to you. For them it was like 48-hour flight from Australia to Minsk through a couple of stops in Singapore, London, Vienna. But they arrived. They gave us really great learning sessions. They trained our programmers, managers, graphic guys. So there was a lot of help we were getting from them in person. And after that, yeah, making a game like World of Tanks is not easy. Also, we had to twist the engine a little bit to accommodate those time and space parameters we need for our intensive tank battles. But yeah, we were getting a great amount of help and assistance from them, like remotely. We are basically happy with what we have now. Luckily for us, together with the BigWorld guys, we happen to put all the time and space calculations onto this server. So it's really hard to crack the game because it's all server based, which is very important nowadays, you know? So we were invading Los Angeles with this Herzer, which is a German tank destroyer, Russian T-3485, and American Sherman tank, one tank at a time. We made quite a splash on the highways and downtown LA, bringing those tanks and then unloading those, because they are in very good condition, they are intact, and they actually can move on themselves. They're like what, 70 or 65 years old? They're still functional. Amazing, amazing. Funny thing is that exactly 1 year ago, we had approximately 30,000 players in closed beta in Russia with about 3,000 CCU. A year from that moment now, we are looking at approximately 3 million active players who enjoy the game in Russia, Europe, America, and China. While this record was being, you know, while it was going through bureaucracy channels like sign-offs and all those paperwork, we got another couple of dozens of thousand big CCU. So now, in Russia alone, on one server, on one physical cluster, we have 155,000 concurrent users, which is a new record. We did not file for it because it would break our own record. We don't need to do that now. As a schoolboy living in the still Soviet Union at that time, we were quite a militaristic society, and in a good way. We had good history education. We learned about everything beginning from the biblical times, and I fell in love with all those strategy, grand politics, tactical hints of Caesar, Alexander, then the commanders of the medieval times, and Napoleonic Wars, of course, First World War, Russian Revolution, and of course World War II. Those are topics we heavily were studying during the school years. I read a lot of books, and it's a nice field to be specialized. I did not go to history, university kind of specialization. I was more of a laser physics guy at the university, but I was always fond of military history and strategy. I played all the strategy games which were released beginning the Civilization 1. So yeah, World of Tanks was a good fit to my personal, preferences. We don't make you pay. There are just a couple of areas where you might want to use one of our payment options. For example, premium account, it's $10 a month. It just increases 50% the amount of experience and silver coins you get from every battle. So it does not make you any stronger. It does not give you like superpowers. It's just your leveling up process is faster than those people who do not pay. But if you, let's say, if you're a young boy and you have a lot of time, but you're not so much into mood of paying anything, go ahead and spend more time and go to the levels where those people with premium accounts just can go, right? Well, you can keep, World of Tanks allows you to kind of enjoy the casual style. You can be spending like half an hour, 20 minutes, 1 hour every day, just blowing stuff up from time to time in those short 5 to 10 minute battles. But if you want to get competitive at higher levels, of course, you can get serious about it. You can put together your team, you can put together your 100-man strong clan and kind of play it like for seriously with training sessions, with discipline, with hierarchy. We have those clan wars, which in essence is a persistent world where hundreds of thousands of people are basically slicing up a map of the world. It's divided into little territories.
Global conquest?
Yeah, it's global conquest, yes. So think of Risk or Hearts of Fire or Total War series. So all that, but being an MMO. Every day in Russia, 150,000 people can cutthroat kill each other with tanks on that map. No, I mean, we just announced okay, we're making it to Cologne. I mean, there is really nothing to tell. World War II tanks in particular, that was a great war, and the fate of the world was decided. And tanks, well, people fought that war mainly with tanks when you think about Eastern or Western Front evenly. And speaking of tanks in general, even a 3 or 2.5-year-old boy can tell you, okay, this thing is big, it's metal, it's powerful, it's noisy, it moves on itself on tracks, like it doesn't care if it's like a road or no road. It has a turret and a big freaking gun, and it shoots. What else do we need? And it's real, and it's real.